I think 3-0 is a very impressive score. I wouldn't have necessarily thought that that would be the case here coming in, but Cerberus are really proving that they are no joke. But this is the first time that we get a chance to watch Alter Ego. And maybe they're 2-1, but they have an absolutely stacked roster from Indonesia. And so looking forward to seeing what they are going to bring to our fourth game of the day. Already in the draft, Mars ban, Shadow Shaman banned right off the bat.
All right, well, ever since the first game, you know, I always have to mention it if Mars keeps getting banned. You know, ever since that first game with Mars just kind of being the team initiator plus the CC'er plus everything that just ruins the opponent's team synergy, you know, he has been banned every single game. Afterwards, we've seen him once today. Continuous ban has been coming out for Mars.
For sure, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see some high priority bans on things like, you know, maybe the Earthshaker, Oracle. We've seen banned quite a bit, and there's the Oracle ban, so no surprises there. The DK though, you know, Death Knight's coming back a little bit, but you know, Death Knight should be the first hero that you play when you ever install Dota 2, because it is very, you know, straightforward, does a little bit of everything. It's just a pretty solid hero, and maybe that is kind of what goes into the ban there, just taking a solid pick off the board.
Well, that and
was that Bounty Hunter?
I can't. No,
our screens are very tiny.
Yeah. You guys got to. And you know, the second ban is actually not DK; it's Nyx Assassin. But they do look the same. DK usually looks towards her, right?
Our screens are comically tiny, guys. So
Nyx Assassin looks left.
I look at it, I'm like, which 8-bit pixelated character is this? But a first pick Chen, second time.
All right.
We've seen this today.
Oh yeah, not a surprise. IO banned as well. You guys can see for yourselves.
Yeah, IO will never be seeing play here again.
Yeah,
you know, they just patched her back into Captain's Draft, and you'll still never see her. It's like she never left.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that ban out, but you know, it's not too important right now. But yeah, I said this before. I want to see an IO Ursa combination kind of dominate the early game.
Give me those fountain hooks. Oh, just kidding, it doesn't work anymore. But if it did, I would request them.
All right, well, we're taking our time, Alter Ego, making sure that they don't want to make any mistakes. Pick Sand King, okay. A common early or even a first pick. But Abaddon to follow up with Sand King. All right, so they're gonna go a little bit prolonging the team fights, or you know, survivability, initiation. You know, Abaddon and Sand King, they both have it. We'll see what Cerberus will answer with.
Abaddon or Abaddon, whatever you want to call him.
Abaddon.
I think technically it's Abaddon. Yeah, I've heard it a couple of different ways.
I guess like I could understand.
Have you ever read like a book and you pronounce it one way, and then you watch a movie and they just say something totally different?
That's why I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
I do that all the time.
Abaddon.
All I need is somebody.
It's like tomato.
All I need is somebody to tweet at me. Well, actually, it's pronounced this way. I'm just like, okay,
Abaddon.
That's who I'm gonna listen to, my dude.
It's not Abaddon. It's not Abaddon. It's Abaddon.
Let's just not go there. I'm just gonna call him Don for short.
Yeah, Don.
Second pick here, Rubik. No surprises. A very solid pick, and it doesn't give anything away about Cerberus's draft. They were one of the ones to just grab, what was it, Medusa right off the bat. But they're going to hold that off for a little bit.
Followed by the Morphling ban on the side of Cerberus.
And there's a Medusa ban, so that makes a lot of sense. Ember Spirit ban. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see like an maybe anti-mage ban.
Yeah, it's not a surprise ban, I guess. None of the sides have picked up a solid carry yet, so you know, starting to kind of target ban some carry heroes that you know they've seen, because like we said, we are already into the fourth game, but you know, the 4 games that we broadcast for you guys to see aren't the only 4 games being played, right?
Right.
You know, we are choosing the games so we can show you all 7 teams throughout the whole day.
Yep.
And you know, the other teams are playing simultaneously, and they can still study to see what kind of bans, what kind of picks they prefer each teams. So they could definitely target ban if they felt like it. We'll see what alter ego will go with their 4th ban, or 5th ban rather.
You know, one of the things that surprised me about the most recent major, MDL Disneyland, was the presence of kind of like weird carries you don't see often. The biggest one that comes to mind is Dro Ranger, that you just never would consider that. The lack of mobility is a little bit crushing, but really made a big comeback, either banned or picked quite frequently there. And I think if you have a character like Medusa, then you know, we've seen Sniper already, but I think Dro is a little bit better when it comes to that. So it's something we could see. We've seen Monkey King a couple of times here. Kunkka, yeah, we've had that ban a couple of times, or at least once.
Yeah, but on the okay, so we got Necrophos picked here more for the solidity and the prolonging the team fight if they ever need to.
Yeah.
But you know, on the subject of Dro, you know, maybe they thought it was a pub game, because Dro actually is one of the most picked and banned hero in a public game. So like, you know, public rank.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. So you know, it's I told you this before. It's like one of those comfortable heroes that you can pick to kind of focus your micro while you're playing.
It definitely will help you practice that, otherwise you will lose a lot. The Necrophos coming through here, you might function a little bit like Lina, although a little bit less on the bursty side. Still got the big execute, but certainly, like you said, if the fight goes on for a long time, like it could with Sand King, like it could with Abaddon,
it doesn't matter. I told you, I do not mind. Like, even if you call it Abaddon, I would go along. I wouldn't say it personally, but you know.
I'm just going to call him the Lord of Avernus.
Isn't it Atlantis?
It's definitely not Atlantis. It's Avernus.
And he has a trident, right?
No, he definitely does not have a trident. That is a sword.
I know. Right? Like, if he's riding on a seahorse with a trident in his hand and he says, Lord of Atlantis.
I'll believe it.
Right?
I'll believe it. I say yes, sir. So nobody really giving anything away just yet. We picked supports, we picked gankers, supporters. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like, man, you could go for maybe not Omni Knight, but Earthshaker could absolutely come out here. Although I guess the Chen's going to be the ganker this game. You know, faster creeps do mean that he's going to have, you know, maybe a faster bash. Just speed that creep right into the lane, bash you up.
We'll have to see.
There's the AM. Okay, so it's going to be Cerberus that picks their like big bad carry first. But I do think that that could absolutely play into the hands of Alter Ego if now they want to cancel this out in some way. You know, we haven't seen the emergence of some of our like ultra super hyper carries. So we haven't seen like a Skywrath Mage or Doombringer or there it is, Terrorblade. I knew it. Okay, so when I was talking about ultra super carries, it doesn't get much harder of a carry. I want to say Terrorblade is probably the hardest carry in the game.
I don't want to.
Does he have the highest strength gain stat of any hero?
It's definitely high. I don't know if it is the highest, but you know, he is one of those hard carries that you were referring to.
Either way, it's insane.
Yeah.
This guy will just kill you over and over again. It's insane.
But like for me, like back in the day, I always refer back in the day because
back in my day,
Clinks was one of those hard carries.
Yeah, before they changed this ult. Rest in pieces.
Yeah. But
there's the Earthshaker. Okay, all right. That's what I was talking about. And when you combine Earthshaker with Rubik, I think that Terrorblade is going to actually have a pretty difficult time.
With an anti-mage, and obviously for both sides, if you notice the picks, you know, there's no super early kind of finishing touch game yet. We do still have one more picks left for each side, but you know, if you look at this, they both are going for the team fight composition here.
I think the team fight is something that we haven't really seen two teams really both pick for. We've seen like maybe one team play team fight and the other one play, more of like a gank snowball early game kind of thing. But I mean, certainly Sand King wants to fight a team fight. Certainly Necrophos wants to fight one too. And with Earthshaker, I don't know if Cerberus want to save their last pick to pick more towards that team fight. But hey, look at that! It's a Storm Spirit ban. It's the last one. I don't think we've seen that at all picked or banned today. So kind of weird they would pick that unless they're really trying to target something that Cerberus might be going for. And I guess if you have Earthshaker with a Storm Spirit, that could be really potent.
All right. Well, it is banned. 7 seconds left for their last ban. To be honest, I think for both sides, basically their basic foundation for the compositions are already picked within the first 4 picks. The 5th is just to just a finishing touch to kind of fill the leftover 2% that is missing.
Pugna.
Yeah,
Pugna. Okay. I get Pugna and Necrophos confused all the time. So wish me luck, guys. It's not going to be easy. But at the same time, Death Ward is really going to be insane when it comes to fighting a long team fight. Because if you can channel that for like 8 seconds, or I think it goes up to like 13 with the talent, it's just insanity damage. Plus, not to mention that when it comes to Pugna, it doesn't get much more difficult to fight through a team fight than having Decrepify just on top of you the whole time. I don't know. It's just really, really difficult. So yeah, we've got all kinds of stuff coming our way. I think I said Death Ward. I meant the Nether Ward.
Yeah, Nether Ward.
So many wards to keep in mind here. But yes, they'll both be very difficult to deal with. The final one's Tiny.
Oh.
Well, we banned Io. You can't play Tiny without Io. But it is like the Ramsey signature. So we are really going to go back ultra old school.
Wow.
I cannot wait. Oh, this is going to be sick. I'm so hyped for this one. Tiny, what's your take on Tiny?
Well, there's so many things. It's now everybody's done everything that could be done with Tiny. But, that being said, the Blink Dagger Tiny could also be one of the things that you will try to go early, try to pick someone off early, or either way, the other way around. Somebody comes in for a fight like an Earthshaker, kind of comes in with the Blink Dagger, throw him back out. Anything could happen. We'll see what Ramsey decides to play, what kind of style of Tiny he decides to play here. Rather a support Tiny in the back, kind of helping out his teammates, or going in to initiate and throwing one to his teammates. And, anything could happen.
Well, let's go ahead and get into our 4th game of the day. The undefeated Cerberus from Thailand taking on Alter Ego, who are 2-1, representing, of course, Indonesia. Legends like Ramsey on their side.
Stings, don't it?
And what do you think, Ending Life? What are we going to see? Who's going to be more willing to fight the team fight here?
Well, as of the composition, like I said, the first 4 picks on both sides, they just look so solid for team fights, depending on how they catch the opponent off guard. To be honest, if it's a 5v5 team fight, it's going to be super close because they're both very good. But we saw Chen kind of get obliterated by getting picked off. Obviously, if you don't get picked off by with Chen, it's not going to be as bad. But even with Chen getting picked off early game, they were able to come back. So we'll have to see. Cerberus, will they be able to take control defensively on their side of the jungle and allow Chen to kind of roam around to kind of pressure? If not, then early game Cerberus might kind of get pushed back into a corner.
Well, we're setting up for 2 bounty runes on each side. Obviously, none being taken on either safe lane by the safe laners that are there. 2 go to MSC, and my dearest actually able to take one. So yeah, 2 going to Alter Ego as well.
All right. Well, early game, nothing happens. We usually see some punches being thrown back and forth, but these 2 teams, they want to kind of play it safe. Alter Ego, they want this win to get that 3rd win.
And running a tri-lane for Terror Blade just to start that off is a real commitment. But I think it doesn't. It's totally warranted because if you can get Terror Blade into a good spot, I mean, just the things that this hero can do.
Oh yeah,
absolutely unreal. I actually saw the icons overlapping. So in the end, it's a duo versus. Sorry, our screens are actually comically tiny. I'm trying to see who's top lane as well, but at least for right now, AM having a little bit of a trouble laning against the Pugna.
The Necro.
The Necro foes. I'm going to do that all game long, by the way.
I'll correct you. It's okay.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Yeah. At least I don't get confused. So, this is one part that I can help you out with. There will be a time where you will need to correct me, so.
Oh, you got it.
It's a win-win, but here we go. The Chen is coming up. Sand King is there, so it's not going to be it's going to be a even fight here if Chen decides to go in, but the Sand King initiates first for the anti-mage, blinks out towards the Chen here.
Yeah, and actually won't be afraid to go right back in, even though he's going to take some extra right clicks from that Necropose. This is really interesting because Chen, coming through, we had a much different experience for Chen. He was the one getting initiated on last time we saw him, but this time, coming in for a nice gank to put some pressure on. Although it doesn't really help out the anti-mage, still very, very low health.
Yeah, but well, now Chen's going to probably stay there and just allow the Necro and the Sand King that somebody is around the jungle area, so they won't be able to kind of push in. Even if the Sand King does land the Burrow Strike, Anti-Mage will obviously have that blink saved up.
Back down to bottom lane for the Terror Blade against Earthshaker. Okay, thankfully Abaddon's there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, finally the Terror Blade can lane again.
All right, well, they did go in for a dive here.
Oh, sick blink after the dive.
Well, now this blink is going to be a little while, but yeah, they don't decide to chase them in. The tower does land on the Necro. Some right clicks landing from Chen as well, forces them to fall back.
Yeah, blink is actually a deceptively high cooldown.
Oh yeah, it is.
Early on.
Yeah, level 1 blink is super high. But look at this. Oh, he negates that stun.
That was actually very, very well done. Counterspell not super useful early on, but hey.
Well, if you make it useful like this,
yeah, that was
gonna be worth it.
Definitely one of them. Yeah, blink 15 seconds, level 1. So very not good if you use that and then get caught afterwards.
All right, well, Earthshaker. Oh, there's the block onto Terror Blade.
Yeah.
There will be a way out here, but
yeah, the Enchant Totem really just nuking down Drew right there.
Another one.
Yeah, continuing to get the stuns off. What's the cooldown? Actually, Sari out of mana at this point, so really can't commit. He's got another one.
If that landed. If that landed.
So close.
It would have been. All right, there is the body block by Chen. Not going to continue here. Okay.
A nice attempt there at the counter spell, but it doesn't actually wind up blocking anything.
So
and now 23 Savage in a little bit of trouble getting right click there by Hyde.
Yeah, you gotta hit him. Gotta hit him.
And Hyde is just going in here. Nice to see the neutral creeps getting in on the action. Chen helping things out. Okay.
Yeah, tiny.
That's not a tree. That's like a crystal.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt more.
Okay. Maybe that's why he's picking it up.
But yeah, tiny mid, classic. No. Yeah, tiny mid is like one of those things when I, when I say back in the day, I used to. Like that's like tiny mid. Right?
Yeah, but I feel like we haven't seen Tiny in the meta for a long time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like one of those back in the mid class. Like
it is a little bit of a throwback, yeah.
Definitely is, but we'll see how that works out here.
Soul Ring picked up, pretty standard. Just want to find some way to get massive amounts of mana to that Earthshaker. Whoa! Playing pinball with him. Sari. Terror Blade ball in the corner pocket.
I love that.
Seb, what a meme. Very, very currently relevant.
Yeah.
There. But another pick off here, perhaps. Look at that blink immediately after the counter spell. Oh, so good.
Yep.
Anti-Mage. How do you stop him?
You don't. You don't stop him.
Well, in theory, you can bully him around and make his early laning phase so painful it just delays the Battle Fury as long as possible. But it just feels so pointless because as soon as that comes through, everything is totally lost because he can just farm infinitely. Or at least that's the way it feels anyway.
Yeah, it definitely does. And, these two teams, 2 wins, 1 loss, 3 wins. Obviously, these two teams are playing it super safe and slow. Coming from a team that's in the top of the rankings right now, out of the 7 teams, they've only given up 1 kill so far. Not a huge difference. 60 minutes in, we've already seen in the previous games, within the first 10 minutes, we've seen roughly like 5 to 10 kills go back and forth. But this game is going pretty slow.
I think the reasons that we saw those, maybe it was the high kill counts was because of the teams. Maybe it was just the team compositions. But for right now, actually, is Drew going to go down here? Oh my goodness.
Man.
Taking the Terrorblade out. Absolutely high priority.
Oh my gosh, double kill.
No, he was denied.
Oh, yeah. Oh my good.
Yeah, very, very clutch deny there at the last second. So, I mean, still, hey, dead, but the much bigger deal is taking out that Terrorblade early. If you can limit Terrorblade early on, it does take a long time to get going. But hey, there's the Burrow Strike, Sandstorm coming through, damage over time, and a couple more right clicks. That's all it's going to take. The stick charges, are they going to be enough? One more. Okay, not one more.
Well, he does use it. He is coming back.
Oh, the life drain! Barbie!
You have to finish him. There we go. All right.
I thought that was going to be another deny, but no, not going to come through in time.
Yeah,
I love the taunts. They're too good.
When they taunt, you just have to stay quiet and allow it to play out.
That's why we have voice lines, guys. But back to the actual laning phase, I do feel like it's going to come down to who can survive the longest and come out ahead. Is it Terrorblade or is it AM?
Gosh.
I think Terrorblade is actually in a great spot. A beautiful apodic shield. And at the end of the day, after engaging, it's going to be the counter engage that is so strong. With Rubik going down and maybe even the Earthshaker getting taken down here too.
In the meantime, at mid, Pugna was pressuring, but Earthshaker.
Oh, there's the taunt! Ramsey, a double kill for the not so tiny anymore.
Oh my goodness, that heal and the body block. Chen is going to get another kill. This is the second kill right there for Chen.
This is a night and day difference for Chen there. And especially the Pugna life drain, man. That's the second time we've seen it come out to drastic effect. What a beautiful choice.
There we go. Pugna with the Hisrun. Kind of want to... Oh my god, he's like waiting. Oh, Burrow Strike comes in, but look at the support that came through. The Tiny and the Abaddon finish off Pugna with the... whenever I play Dota 2, Haste Rune is the worst. Because it leads you into death faster.
Well, it definitely functions better when you have a team to coordinate you being able to run around really fast on. But currently, we're starting to see the focus not be on building up the big items, but getting the boots on. Tranquil just now purchased. I think we just before that had a arcane boots picked up on, was it Pugna? I want to say it was Pugna. But really going to be just keeping these life drains over and over again. That Pugna pick, first time that I think we've seen it today.
Yeah,
but really, really coming in clutch.
All right, well, on both sides, for the bot lane, Earthshaker is doing quite a job being a hassle to the Terrorblade. On the top, Chen picking up kills as well on the side of Cerberus. So right now, Alter Ego, it's 3 kills to 4 kills, but depending on who is dying on what team, it's taking away the farming time, especially for Terrorblade, who needs to constantly be alive, get the experience, get the gold, get the last hits. But Chen here is going to get tossed and stunned, but not dead.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried we were going to see the avalanche committed there too, and then somehow we were going to find the extra damage. Glyph actually forced out here, not willing to throw away that tier 3 just yet.
I mean tier 1?
Or tier 1. If you're counting backwards, it's a tier 3.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, anyway, it is tier 1. Yeah. But actually now, 23 Savage, can he actually turn this around? Okay, I definitely thought he was going to blink the other way, but instead will get out to safety. Cut out in his own jungle.
It's fine. Necro just pressuring the top lane still. We do have the Earthshaker hitting. Boom, the block. Look at the TP coming through.
Oh, Barbie's going to have to run a little bit of a strange path here.
All right, there it is.
Oh, where's the life drain? Actually, oh, the scythe.
Oh, all right,
turn
another
around.
stun comes through, and Earthshaker just decides to finish it off.
Why did he ult there? Am I just not seeing that? I mean, that ult has a comically long cooldown.
Still, just wanted to use it. And
style points.
All of Earthshakers have that mini stun, so you just wanted to stop them just in case. And look at that toss over there, over that block.
Good use of Nephotic Shield, just to keep him safe and sound. But ultimately, I mean, this push, you can't stop it. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Terrorblade moving on to mid.
Yeah, but you can see the net worth for Terrorblade just way down there. I mean, Tiny's actually way higher up there.
Whoa!
The toss backwards. Hyde was right there waiting. And
oh my goodness.
here comes Ramsey. Is he going to get even
He's blocked.
stronger?
Look at this. He's blocked.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out who they want to give the kill to, I guess.
Oh my.
Hyde just takes it. Damn.
Wow. The toss was amazing.
Tiny at this point. Highest net worth? What is this? I thought he was tiny early.
He is tiny.
Yeah, well, he's looking pretty big to me.
Yeah, he's pretty rich. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, like I said before, he can make all the difference. He could kind of change the style of how your team operates depending on how he tosses, how he stuns, how he blinks in. So.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
TNT centimeters away. There's the avalanche coming through. Where's the toss coming in on in? That is the enchant totem. Lots of damage down there. The burrow strike stolen. Is it enough?
Tiny taking the tower, not looking good. Does go down.
Yeah, it's a nice enchant totem. The damage coming out from Seri. You don't think about it, but there we go. Swing Bada. That is a very long death timer for you, sir.
And
Life drain.
oh my god.
How long does that reach? Teleport out, teleport out. No! Absolutely insane play here by the Pugna. Decrepify there at the end. Or I guess Nether Blast. What a way to go.
Wow. Well, amazing finish. He predicted that TP was going to happen right there and just finishes it off.
More attack speed coming in for the AM, who is sitting up at highest net worth. Right up next to Pugna, and oh, by the way, Earthshaker. You don't really think about cashing in for all that gold, but hey, it's been working out this game.
All right, well, so far, Cerberus looking great here. They, you know, if this continues, like I said before, they love keeping the winning end, the longer end of the stick. They know how to keep the pressure on. So right now, it's 1 kill advantage, 2K net worth advantage, not a huge lead. But we'll see here.
We just got a bottled double damage room on Ramsey's Tiny. So hold on, because we might actually see some terrifying occasions here.
Yeah.
So where is Tiny though? All right, coming up the short lane. Up top, here we go. The epicenter underneath the turret, mowing him down. Hyde.
All right, well,
nowhere to hide there for Chen.
But you gotta say, Chen didn't die as much as the other Chens that came out today.
That's true.
And he also picked up kills, but lovely block.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful Nether Blast there just to start the damage coming through. And still that Fissure, man, it just lasts forever.
That was a nice block. Unfortunately, they were unable to follow through because they saw, you know, everybody else right there.
Triple Wraith Band for Terrorblade before he goes for his SNH.
Yeah.
I guess Tiny still with that bottled DD rune. He's gonna find somewhere for it. Waiting.
All right. Well, everybody's at top. We have a tri-lane at the bot. They already got rid of the tier 1, so They
Yeah.
have to defend this. Well, they don't have to defend it. It's super low. They're gonna give it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's got like 2 more HP. But all that's happening right now is we're just buying time for the carries to farm. So TB is really getting super farmed, finishing off his golems, and now with Avalanche almost catching Chen there. That was a little dangerous.
Yep. Well, Avalanche. Well, for Tiny, you don't want your Avalanche to almost catch. You have to catch.
Yep,
You know,
for
you
sure.
have to
That's why you usually see it comboed after the toss, just to make sure.
There we
That's what we're talking about. And boom goes the dynamite. Wait, no, the DD rune. Okay, never mind. Just funneling him in. Terrorblade.
Yeah, allowing the Terrorblade to pick that up. Sand King.
Plus 20 or plus 30 damage for the Necrophos, as if he needed any more. This is so sick. I love, we've got like Pugna versus Necrophos. We've got Terrorblade farming it out against, of all heroes, the AM. And wait,
Yeah,
that's a lot of damage to be taking. I guess he doesn't worry about that too much. But if he gets caught out, not unheard of. TV passing through the flashing ward on your screen, so I'm glad that that is really annoying. Just to tell us that he did walk through that ward, and now it's fading away. So, great.
Yep. Everybody is playing it slow. It's super close. You guys can tell for yourselves. Terrorblade AM obviously being at the top of the net worth, top of the food chain. It was Tiny for a short time, a short period, but you know.
Yeah, we are really seeing the top of this scoreline fluctuate quite heavily.
Yeah.
But it is actually shaping up pretty normally like you would expect. Maybe Earthshaker with a little bit more money because he caught the gold from a couple of kills off of his ganks. But hey, let's check it out. Smoked up, Alter Ego coming in. Making sure that they have not been scouted out. Maybe we'll try to make this rotation, but joke's on them. Cerberus is already out of there. They're all topside.
Yeah, they're all top. They're basically wasting time, unfortunately. But that Necro here, all alone. I think
Fisher
he might
comes
be the one
through
that's
on to Barbie. Where's the telekinesis? Lifted up, tossed back. The enchant totem stunned up, but hey, here's the avalanche. Tiny disarmed for a second. The life drain draining through, but Tiny's pretty big, and he's gonna stay alive for a little bit too long.
Oh my God! The Terrorblade does join in the fight a little bit late. Full health.
It is terrifying.
Not afraid.
Yeah, another Burrow strike coming in, and that's just all the time Drew needs. Pick up kill after kill. There we go. Swapping a little bit of the percent health coming through from that swap, and now going through the last auto attack. And Drew on a killing spree early.
All right, well, that just turned things around. 0 for 4. Cerberus, they were on a good winning streak. It wasn't a huge one, but they were keeping their lead to themselves for the whole time. At the 18-minute mark, they give up 4 heroes.
Oh, and not only do they give up 4 heroes, it's where they give them up to. The Terrorblade just walks up, Sunder, and I always get Sunder mixed up with Life Break from Huskar. It's like kind of the same idea. But he doesn't even need it. He's got that Metamorphosis, and he is just on top of things right now. Yeah, TV, highest net worth, highest current gold. Killing it. The AM, no slouch. I think AM is 1 item away from Battle Fury, so got to keep an eye on that guy because he is about to really take off as far as farm is concerned.
Well, you just always have to keep in mind that Terrorblade as well as anti-mage, they take a long time to get prepared to dive in to kind of finish off the team fight for the team, take one for the team. But right now, 19-minute mark. It's not quite ready. It's almost there, but not quite.
I think we're looking for Ags coming out from Earthshaker, if I'm not mistaken. So have to keep an eye on that. Echo Saber coming through for Tiny. Not that that's completely unheard of, but he's a little bit ahead of schedule, I would say. But has slowed down a little bit, or rather, it's Terrorblade and Anti-Mage are really starting to take off as far as their farms coming in. Tiny starting to get not so tiny anymore. He will be absolutely huge when it comes to the later part of the game because, when you think about the carry potential, there's a lot of support on Cerberus, but for Alter Ego, their damage is just through the roof.
Yep. Right now, Tiny is alone at bot by himself. Everybody else is at towards the top side for Alter Ego.
Tiny just going straight damage. You want movement speed? You want extra health? No. Damage, damage, damage.
Ooh, they just missed Tiny. But look at these. Oh, that blast.
Yeah, was there a hero there?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So.
The myth of Pugna existing on the map.
Well, he is just green gas.
Pretty much, yeah. He did get sublimated there. TNT just trying to telekinesis his way out of here. Avalanche just barely misses. There's the Enchant Totem, the Echo Slam. Beautifully, beautifully done there. And swing and a miss. Shoot. Hey, but hey, if you die during it, the credit still goes over.
Yep, and now Alter Ego, they know exactly what to do. They got that lead over to themselves after that quad kill at the 18-minute mark. Only 3 minutes have passed. They've already picked up 2 more kills, and here we go. Raw shot.
All right, yeah, it's not going to stand up to Terrorblade, but hey, let's keep an eye on Tiny. He is very strong. The turnaround! It's the Echo, or the Epicenter right on top of it. Beautifully done there. You think you ganked Tiny.
Gosh.
Mother Russia.
It started
Tiny
off as like started off as a 4v2, and then Sand King decides to join the party.
That Epicenter is absolutely epic. So well played.
Epic center.
Yes, an epic center indeed. I mean, in the meantime, Roshan's still going down here. This would be Roshan #1. And an Aegis on that Terrorblade would be terrifying.
Another toss to the
Avalanche.
the Sand King.
Toss, but yeah, you're right.
Not connect here, unfortunately.
Life drain, life drain, life drain. Not far enough.
Yep. Hyde was a little... What? Jabs does pause the game.
Well, that's strange. Very odd timing there. Roshan about to fall. Is not when you need the game to be paused.
All right, well, either way, Sand King over there, Hyde, was a little bit too hasty. I think like 0.1 second, 0.2 seconds too early there for that Burrow Strike. Or else that Pugna could have been dead with the Tiny Avalanche and the toss and everything else that follows through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, for now, I guess this is a little bit longer pause compared to the other pauses that we had, like the 2-second pauses that we had earlier.
Yeah, to be honest, we've gotten through all of our technical issues almost immediately, so no reason to think that this would be any different.
Yep.
I wish we could go scroll through and see some of the items that are starting to be completed. Because we do have that Manta Style on Terrorblade completed. I'm guessing we have the, what is it?
Headset problem.
Yeah.
They say it in chat. They're like, headset. Okay. So that just means they're fixing their headsets. Maybe the sound issue. No?
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Well, like, you know, these are gamers. They don't have to write in sentences for, you know, the opponents to understand.
Sentences? Who uses proper punctuation anymore, ending life?
That's
what do you think this is? A college paper?
I wasn't even thinking about college. I was thinking high school English class.
Even worse.
But yeah, so we do have a headset issue. I'm glad that it's not a PC issue where we have to like reboot the computer. We don't have to rejoin. None of that nonsense. Headset issue is probably fixable. Not going to take too long. And these players are bored.
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was going to be the emote that signaled us that they were ready to go back into the game. Instead, they're just making funny noises. So, what is on the way? Is that Eagle Song that is in the future of Terrorblade? I guess. I think Eagle Song is like one of the most expensive items you can get, but it's absolutely incredible on TV if he's able to finish it.
That is possible, and I just want to... All right. I wanted to see the placements of all these players, but Cerberus have 3 dead, so... And look at all these wards. Yeah, let's take the time to look at how they are getting their vision here. Their vision fight. Both of them are focusing, well, not both. Alter Ego, they have defensive and offensive wards. They have so many wards. It's understandable why they are sticking to the top side, because on the top side they have those offensive wards. However, Cerberus, they have only defensive wards except for that one ward at the bottom side. Well, they do have one on the left side. Gosh. But they are focusing more towards...
They're all over the place.
Yeah. No, but Cerberus is more defensive on in terms of wards. And all right, we are actually back to the internet cafe. Just in case you guys are bored, these are the players. All 7 teams are here at this internet cafe playing in the same environment.
Yeah.
And I see a Sprite, and I want one now.
It is actually kind of cool that all these teams are playing in the same environment, because not only are they here not representing any teams, but just representing their countries.
Yep.
You got to feel like a lot of these players from these countries might really not get a chance to interact with each other that much. So that's a little bit cool. Haste Rune picked up by Tiny. He is going to have that Blink Dagger completed as well. So we really have a very, very potent moment here. Grouping up. Where's the smoke? Oh, I thought, or the dust. I thought, or yeah, no, it was smoke. I thought they were gonna smoke up and go for something, but nope. Just stand together. The power of friendship.
Yep, and the Terrorblade, I think, does take that Aegis, so gonna have to kill him twice. Probably 4 times if you include all the illusions that he's gonna use. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a few of those out there, but.
All right, Pugna gets that Blink Dagger.
That'll help him out. Fisher's try to clear that wave up. The one-man wave pushing crew, but he'll need a little bit of help. There's 4 top, or 3 top, I guess.
I think when they saw the Fissure come through, they should have jumped in with the Sand King, but
I mean, yeah,
they weren't sure, you know, how many people were in the back.
Right. So you never want to do that without the information you. Well, let's see how much of a committal that is. Trying to jump away from here, the turnaround Fissure, but look at this TB damage.
Okay.
Hop, skip, and a jump on out of there. Nice. The escape comes through. But how long will it last? Boom goes the dynamite. Dropping bows on them. That tree, or boughs on them.
Yep, well, there we go. The Haste Rune on that Tiny is doing work, and he is back at top.
Oh my God, just cashing in. Open the register. Let this guy in the store.
Goodness.
Just fill your money bags with dollar signs on the side with all the cash in the register. This guy deserves it. They're just handing it out.
Yeah, they're handing it out. Look at this.
Look at that.
Yeah, Tiny pretended he was running away to TP away, but he was
Oh, then he holds
Oh,
it. No!
Chen does live through all that.
Robbed. Well, I guess he's the one robbing. But on the other side, the AM with the counter push. Glyph, of course, going to stop that in its tracks and the blink away.
Oh my
out safely.
goodness.
I can't believe Rams didn't get that kill.
I can't believe Chen survived.
Ramsey. What happened to being a pharaoh? Let's just get robbed like that.
They're not done. They're not done. They're going to stay hidden. They're going to pretend as if they went back, as if they fell back.
Very quiet.
But here we go.
Oh, watch
the moment.
Bro strike. Where's the engage? Oh, tosses in preemptively. They want to get the strike, the preemptive strike. That's what it is.
Yep.
Jumping on, and the life drain comes through. More gold, the engages just don't stop. Here's the lift. The telekinesis back. The jump on top.
Look at Tiny. He's just like, not getting in that fight.
And a Aphotic Shield at the end just to add insult to injury. Nothing could have happened there. Look how fast this Tiny farms.
Yeah.
Insane.
Avalanche, toss, Blink Dagger, TPO. Before anybody even thinks of coming.
Leave nothing but footprints, take nothing but pictures, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Look at this. DD on this Terrorblade. He is going towards mid.
Right, just say that expires. I'm just like, okay, it's nice. Nice. But by and large, yeah, we've got the lanes pretty equaled out. 3 bot, 3 top. Courier bringing something out. Not sure what's on there just yet. I'm sure we'll find out here momentarily.
All right, well, Tiny is officially huge now, so.
Yeah, we're going to start calling him Hugie from now on.
Yeah. Hugie, like toilet paper in Korean.
That's Huggies.
Hugie.
Yeah, the vocabulary word.
Yeah.
No, he is definitely not toilet paper. He will be the one wiping the floor with his opponents.
Look at this. We have 2 of Alter Ego at top here.
Ags on Earthshaker. Ugh, disgusting. Now all he needs is 2k gold, and he can turn that into a buff.
Yeah. Anti-Mage is still busy farming. So
damn, Pugna really bought Dagon. Okay. All right.
Alright, Tiny is invis right now. He's looking for something, but he's not finding it. So he's just gonna farm.
Yeah, at the very least, he's just looking to either catch somebody out or just make sure it's safe for him to keep finding his catches. Jump on in. Let the Ags work. But yeah, no dive behind the turret just there.
Terrorblade does get the tier 1 down on the bottom side. So it's evening that one out at least, but if you remember, the top side tier 3 is down, so only the racks are up. So one bad team fight for Cerberus, their top racks will go down, so they have to play very cautiously. Oh, the predictive.
Oh, just barely misses it. Oh, can they find him in the trees?
Well, they're gone now.
Yeah,
well, one is at least.
So close, and yet so far.
They have an idea, but it's gonna be too late, or is he staying?
No.
Yeah, he's staying.
Is he?
Yeah, Earthshaker, he's staying.
Oh yeah, he is. Wow. It's gonna be a 1-on-2, so he might have his work cut out for him. Right. Is that that's TNT stole the Sandstorm, right?
Yeah, Sandstorm. Yep.
Okay. It's like, where is
a
that math? Yeah. Okay. What is happening? Okay, so at least Earthshaker got a little bit of help? No, he's gonna proxy this wave.
Yeah. He's just trying to cut off the wave because, like I said, the tier 3 for top on the side of Cerberus is down. He wants to delay it as much as possible. He's just gonna clear it and probably finally TP out here.
Needs to make sure he is well hidden. And there comes the TP. So, heading
to bot.
To bot, okay. And we are really starting to see a consolidation here. Cerberus grouping up. But what's the goal? I mean, aside from getting vision up, it looks like the ping's going down onto that tier 2 safe lane.
The smoke. They are coming down. Antimage just pretends like he's just gonna farm, but
yeah,
they have an idea.
Do they though?
Well, they do have an idea. I think, is that Sand King still staying hidden in the jungle?
They might catch Tiny out here if he's not careful.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, like I said, the Sand King, he was waiting for an ambush himself. He gets ambushed.
It's actually unreal how good the Ags upgrade is on Earthshaker. Yeah. He's just able to initiate whenever, wherever he wants.
Disgusting.
So I'm telling you, man, first pick, it's easy. You give nothing away. Wow.
Alright.
Necrophos. When did Necrophos pick up Guardian Greaves? I was very surprised about that.
Definitely.
I mean, hey, if you want to drop 6K on boots, go for it.
Alright. Well, they are taking their time. I'm pretty sure Terrorblade and Anti-Mage on either side are saying, buy me more time. Buy me more time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is just a waiting game at this point. It's just who can be the biggest, most badass carry, and then you run at each other, and one player clicks on the other one, and someone wins, someone loses.
All right.
And that's why I really love that instead of like trying to build for the team. Oh, wow. And there's the enchant totem. Life drain, but okay, it doesn't really work on Necrophos.
Oh, well, they do still pick up a kill onto Sand King, and every time Sand King gets picked off, your team cannot go into a team fight, so you're forced to run away because Sand King is your main initiator, and you have the Blink Dagger, you have to be in the back.
Yeah, there's like a second initiate if Tiny just like makes it happen himself, or maybe you get like a nice telekinesis from Rubik, but yeah, you're right. You really need that Sand King as part of your forest.
So your primary initiator, because we have seen Tiny, like you said, initiate and get some kills, get some nice tosses. However, it's classic. Epicenter, Sand King, Blink Dagger in, and then, you know,
the team fights right themselves.
Exactly.
Trying to get a cheeky backdoor here. It's weird, like in the Dota 2 rulebook, it actually lists like things that are and aren't allowed, like exploits and bugs, and it specifically states that backdooring is allowed. Like, all right, thanks guys. It's not often that we actually see much backdooring, but hey, surprise! What do you know? Still happens every once in a while.
Yep. And, you know, 13-minute games happen once in a while. Not today.
No, I mean,
Not
we've
yet.
actually had comically long games today. We're already cresting the 30-minute mark.
I think the shortest game we had was like 38 minutes or something. And everything else was 40-plus minutes. And look at this, Tiny!
No,
Go to
Tiny!
work!
Trying to find a pick here.
Ooh,
Oh, the burrow strike
that was
just barely misses.
Close. Wow.
Where's that burrow strike talent range increase?
Wow.
Would have gotten him. Wow, that is actually so close. Okay, here we go. One burrow, one avalanche, one toss, one kill. Ramsey with another one.
That was, I guess they wanted to get some kind of kill over there, and they do pick it up. Pugna does go alive away.
Yeah.
Go for another Roshan here.
Yeah, Chen being dead is not the biggest deal. Chen more of sort
Yeah.
of like an early game enabler, but he's still important. What is that? Counterspell, magic damage, resistance, 25%. Oh, I love it because that is really going to help versus Terrorblade. The other side of it is that now that we're starting to see everything be built here. Oh, Terrorblade actually already with the butterfly finish. So that means we are going to need to see. Oh, there's BKB, but we need the MKB to get through that butterfly evasion.
Yeah, but look at this. They have no clue. Alter Ego, they had Necro and Sand King at top lane while Roshu was going down, and they had no idea. They need to do some offensive wards now. They can't just constantly put wards in their jungle defensively. Obviously, you need them out at the entrance.
Right.
But it's getting to the point where you have to pick people off. You have to go aggressive. And right now, Alter Ego, they are being just way too passive.
Well, I don't know if there's such thing as too passive when you have a Terrorblade on your team. Terrorblade, Tiny, I mean, those are like two of the hardest carries in the game. And yeah, Anti-Mage can make kind of anything possible. And maybe Rubik steals a sick ult, but I mean, what are we watching here? Like, let's just be real. This is a little crazy.
All right, well, we have Anti-Mage at bot. Are they just going to let
Is
this...
he really just going high ground? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, they are going to go for that trade, but...
Yeah, but it's minions versus no. Creeps will help this turret go down faster. There they come on in. I actually think 23 Savage is going to make a little bit more progress.
Goodness.
Oh, there's the glyph. Turning it around.
I don't know. Ooh, the jump and the jump.
Oh, but there's the epicenter right on top right after that. Echo Slam will come through here, and it's a very, very big Earthshaker. Tossing on in. Terrorblade has to head for the hills here.
Yep, Sand King actually goes in with the epicenter with the stun, but he dies right away. Buys back, comes right back to the fight.
Oh, but look at this. The chain CC onto Pugna. Taken out just in the blink of an eye. Ramsey unstoppable. Sari as well. The Abaddon backwards, but let's see the AM gets the break for the Aegis. He's coming right back.
Oh my goodness, the Necro is going to get burned by the mana.
Terrorblade versus Anti-Mage. The blink away onto the high ground. The drums to get him healed right back up. Disarm, there's the stun, the fissure, Sari. Wicked sick.
Wow. So Sand King dies, buys back and dies. Two other players, Abaddon dies with them. Necro dies. This is not looking good for Alter Ego, even though they are up ahead in terms of kills. After the 30-35 minute mark, kills really don't matter unless you're like...
It's not the
10,
kills that
50
matter,
kills, yeah.
it's what you do with them.
Exactly.
And so okay. Sorry, that was an illusion.
Yeah.
I was getting my hopes up there a little bit. And every time I see like one of the reflections from Terrorblade, I get a little worried.
Well, it feels like they want to kind of do something about this bottom racks here. He has a DD on right now.
he did have the DD.
Yeah.
He's also working on that MKB I was talking about earlier. So, gotta have it. Can't fight the Terrorblade one-on-one without that.
Yep. For now, Cerberus definitely put Alter Ego on the defensive. 7k net worth lead here, but it seems like Cerberus is gonna just play passive. They're gonna pull back.
Yeah.
They're not gonna force a push.
I think we're up to Dagon level 3 on Pugna, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
He's really been stacking those. Oh, it's actually a butterfly. I thought he was going for MKB. But no, they're both, neither of them is going to hit either one of
Yep.
all right,
Ooh, they
smoke
smoked.
up. Yep, here comes Alter Ego. Where is the Sand King? He is in the front. There it is. The Burrow strike comes through, and that is one dead Chen.
Dead Chen.
He's out of there.
Yep.
I'm surprised he didn't get the telekinesis land distance. It'd be really good as an engage tool, but
Tiny still in biz. He's gonna go up ahead. Here we go. He's
trying to
gonna
pick out
toss
the
him
Pugna.
back.
Way
Sometimes Sand
back
King
there.
lands
Oh,
that
the
Burrow to
alley-oop,
right.
as if you need it. The
Oh
side coming
gosh,
through,
but the anti-mage is here.
That's right, look at that, the BKBs all over everything. Anti-mage swinging away. So many misses there, you can see.
Yeah.
But actually with the Tiny coming through, the jump over the wall, telekinesis sending him back and away. I think that is going to be the end of that. Sand King traded for Pugna.
All right, well, now the Turbo's at mid. Here, gets rid of that tier 3. Oh, look at the racks go down.
TB in this Metamorphosis is just
Look.
absolutely insanity.
Goodness.
What do you do? AM can't fight that. You might be able to take out the illusions, but they've already lost one lane of racks. Looking to lose
Another
two.
one.
Fade
yeah,
Bolt,
they
oh
can't,
no,
they
so
can't.
scary. Oh, the attempted engage, but it's rejected immediately.
Another.
Manta Style comes through. TB doing what TBs do best. Oh, and
my
there it is.
goodness.
A huge ult there. The Terrorblade Sunder.
Oh.
You can't fight that. Dominating.
Jesus. The buyback happens. They see it. They just fall back. All right, you guys used your money. We're going to fall back. We got the racks down at mid. Good call to fall back.
How do you fight that Sunder?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, would you like to be at 23% health? Sick. Wow. Okay. So as far as buybacks go, not a lot versus a lot. And Alter Ego, the later this game goes, the stronger and stronger they get.
They're here to finish off the racks.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the...
Oh, here we go. Trying to get onto them. AM is going to be pretty strong here for a second, but is it going to be strong enough? Look at the illusions. There's a jump in.
Oh,
Jack slam on everything. But isn't it going to be enough? The TB stands still, but still alive. AM doing work, but it's not working hard enough. Another big engage, but there's one dead Chen and everyone falling. AM just cannot last in these fights.
Goes in. He tries to take on the Terrorblade. Once again, he does blink in.
They're on tier 4s.
Oh
He's got to
my
fight.
gosh.
It's do or die. It's now or never.
Toss.
TNT. He does get that toss, the lift. The telekinesis takes Tiny out of the fight here for a second, but I mean, even just the illusions doing work, taking on tier 4s.
All right, the Pugna being dead is huge. The Fisher does land, but how much are they going to commit? They will commit.
AM's
Tanking Burrow
in here,
Strike.
but he's not-
Terrorblade
he's
just
at
still
half
doing
HP already.
so
Has to-
much work.
Yeah, AM has to blink out. He almost dies there for free. It feels like they just have no damage.
Well, Pugna was dead for the whole time there.
No, yeah, it doesn't help.
He is right after Anti-Mage, Pugna is right next to Anti-Mage in terms of net worth, even though he's under Tiny and Terrorblade. Still, the Pugna being dead throughout that whole team fight, definitely not good. Losing too many racks right now. Alter Ego definitely knows how to keep that lead and not lose that.
My thing is, like, what do you even get on an AM to try to deal with this? I mean, you might just need, like, MKB even just for the butterfly, but even that's not, like, a super crazy damage item. And then how do you stop just getting sundered? I mean, I guess you could...
Just get Aegis and die once and just come back to life and fight again.
Sure, wow.
All right, here we go.
Trying for the Roche here. I don't know if this is really going to come through. Yeah, I can't actually do it. I mean, I don't think they will be able to.
They know. They have an idea. They are coming. They are grouping up. It's just an illusion.
I mean, you say just. Those things are scary.
Just an illusion.
Dire Courier killed. Wait, what? 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 Okay, well, that happened somewhere. Those items are on the ground for now.
Yeah, I think they picked it up.
I would hope so.
So they're just going back and forth. They both now know.
Oh, well, there it is. The MKB completed for Terrorblade, rolling in money. This guy is like Scrooge McDuck rich. Just has so much. And so now even Butterfly is not going to be enough.
Right here,
Smoke
they're going
up.
to smoke it. They're going to be the one to initiate. If
Cerberus. I think if this works, if they're able to find one catch here, but it's going to have to be the catch to catch all catches.
Wait, are they just... No.
No, they're not going to go for the back door. Yeah. Attempt to blink engage. There is the anti-mage. Catches out. There's the Manta. Yeah, getting the clones out on there. Burning all the mana there from that. Meanwhile, elsewhere, there's the BKB pop. They're chasing after the Tiny. Tiny trying to run away. The mana being burned there. The damage coming through. The damage is actually quite real.
Fissure.
Huge fissure comes through. The Echo Slam is real. But in the end, can they find the kills here? Tiny dead. Sand King dead. The buyback comes through. The Abaddon way too low here. The buyback, though, from the anti-mage. He will revive and stop these super creeps from pushing in top lane. Oh, this is so scary.
Oh my goodness. Now they're going to go for the rush. And look at the HP go down. They come right back. They know that...
They're going to let them have it? I don't think so.
Not.
Trying to go through, the damage coming in. Look at that start. The finish coming through is that Echo Slam. I guess it's not quite up. There's the life drain. Is it enough? The Terrorblade is there, or the Necrophos dangerously low. Pugnut chasing, trying to get in range. Joe's too far though. The knockup, the AM, the kill comes through. Anti-mage on the Terrorblade. The bash is coming through.
What is happening?
No, it's not enough. He's forced to blink away.
Oh my goodness. Anti-Mage lives, Terrorblade lives, he goes for the rush again.
Yeah, and the Abaddon, I felt like he was about to die, but that's the story of Abaddon, right?
Yeah.
Almost, and it's just never enough.
Oh my goodness.
This is way too hype. I don't know, this is a little bit much for me. Borrowed time.
All right, there we go.
Absolutely insane.
Earthshaker goes in. He tries to make something out of it, but he has to fall back. But he's going to commit to it, seeing his friend Anti-Mage go in.
Yeah, he already tried the Mana Void. Actually, he's going to blink for the kill here, but borrowed time. Oh, man. No.
All right, Abaddon buys right back.
Yeah, he is coming back in there, but is he going to be able to make it out in time? The lift, but no, it's just an Aegis.
Here we go.
Good to take that out, but oh no, I think they might have overstayed their welcome here. Oh, that's actually a beautiful, beautiful counter spell here, but the damage is just way too much. Anti-mage dangerously low.
Don't be singing here.
Rubik.
But this Terrorblade is doing work.
Is anybody gonna die? Yeah, there it is. The Pugna down, Rubik down, Anti-mage about to die. Chen out of here.
Yep.
Is gonna do it. Oh my goodness, it just keeps getting worse and
Earthshaker, Anti-Mage lives.
Yeah. The Anti-Mage living there is really sort of we get to play more of this game, and he will finally have an MKB of his own. Terribly with a refresher shard, though.
Goodness.
Ugh. Disgusting. Oh my goodness.
All right, well. We do have the top racks down already.
Yeah, middle racks down as well. Oh, the immediate engage! Against Terrorblade. He's dangerously low. The MKB will keep him in here for just a little bit longer. He does recognize that the time is maybe not now. But look at the AM go. Savage on a killing spree. And he's not stopping now. They lose one. They lose two. The Terrorblade down for 90 seconds. They're tossing forward. They're going to catch another one.
Oh my God, Tiny will go down as well.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, gosh.
The team fight is a dream fight for Cerberus. And can you ask for anything better? What an insane turnaround.
Holy smokes. It's been going back and forth. Alter Ego had the lead in the early game. It went to Cerberus. It came back to Alter Ego, and now it's back.
Well,
Cerberus
they do have
going back
Glyph
and
here,
forth.
so they will be able to use that to prolong their mid lane of Rax for a little bit. Honestly, that lower lane of Rax is the only thing keeping Cerberus in this game. If they had gone Mega Creeps, this would be a totally different situation. Now, they might overcommit here. They're going to commit the Fissure. They're going for at least one Rax here. Will they go for more?
Well, they got the melee racks down at mid. They are going for the bottom.
Making sure that they can take this one down. Extra healing,
Yep.
not going to save this Rax. Only one Rax gone in both mid and bottom. Rax are gone nonetheless, and that is a big deal.
All right, they're going to pull back. Obviously, they got what they wanted. Whew. Just back to back to back. Crazy fights going back and forth. And if you remember, Terrorblade was able to stay alive for a very long time, not dying. Anti-Mage not being able to pick him off. And finally, at the end, Terrorblade dies and everything goes to hell. 2 melee racks down. And now they're back in for a fight. Another team fight might just end this game.
Ahem just got a double damage rune.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Pipaloy, I mean, this might be that moment. Oh, Force Staff as well. Oh, there's Dagon level 5. Or it's level 4. I can't tell by the icon, but it's one of those. 3, 4, or 5, they're all wicked sick. So keep an eye out.
Oh, look at this.
Smoked up.
Smoked up.
Over there. Smokes versus Smokes. He's got the better one. Oh, Tiny. Hanging out, chilling. Waiting for the engage. And there is the Terrorblade. Drew getting caught out in that last fight. The engage that took him out. Oh, there we go! A double stun. The counter engage. The burrow strike
was a little
comes
faster.
through. Look at that, the epicenter. The damage coming through. How big is that Terrorblade? Mega kills coming in, but it's a mega kill there for the AM as well. Carry versus carry here, but nothing to deal with this TB. The 1-on-1, but that's not going to be lasting for much longer. Are we going to get the dream fight that we saw earlier?
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Lifting up the AM, the damage being done, the blink afterwards.
GG.
That's it. And the buyback comes through. It's Terrorblade against the world. How did they find that fight?
You thought Terrorblade was doing the damage, but Cerberus, sorry.
How many buybacks do we have? I mean, we can't have very many. I think they'll get the mid lane of Rax and maybe the bottom lane of Rax, but I'm not sure what the buyback situation is. If there's no buybacks, the game's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Going tier 4s, yeah, there are no buybacks.
Savage is literally a savage.
Oh, and he gets taken down there at the end. An incredible turnaround from Cerberus. They will take the tier 4s. The Ancient will be theirs, and they will go undefeated. A 4-0 score for our Thai team, Cerberus.
Holy smokes. This was an epic game.